Good evening, class. This is the Cookie Monster here. This is part 3 of our week 3 class assignment, which is to critique two of our classmates' memorable speech. I've chosen Akil Kareem and Angelica Robinson. I'll start with Angelica first. On her strengths, on her speech, throughout her speech, she used hand gestures, and I felt that that was a good thing for her to do on the speech she was giving. It showed emotion and feeling in her speech. And when there was that special part that she wanted to bring across, her hand gestures became a little more exaggerated and maybe want to listen more to see what she was going to say. Her speech was easy to follow. It had a logical sequence. She appeared calm, confident, and obviously she had in-depth experience of what she was talking about. Very pleasant smile throughout the speech. Her manner of dress was appropriate for the type of speech she was giving. To me, it was like she was on a corner talking to an old friend that she hadn't seen in a while, was just bringing him up to date. Excellent eye contact with the viewer, and special kudos because I did not once hear you say the word in your speech, and to me that shows that you were prepared for the speech. Akil, you just exuded enthusiasm and confidence throughout your speech. Very pleasant smile. A couple times you cracked that devilish grin on your face, and it made me kind of laugh and chuckle. Obvious knowledge of the subject you were talking about. Your use of visual aids, your little pamphlet, I thought was pretty good. Hand gestures were appropriate for your speech, not overused, but just the right amount during your speech. The humor, which I felt was in there, was when you talked about your quote, wonderful, lovely house, and then pointed to a blank white wall behind you. I thought that was kind of funny and took it as humor. Excellent eye contact throughout your speech. The only weaknesses I saw were two. The one was there's a shadow of the camera behind you on the wall. I saw it as being kind of distractive, but and the other thing was too many ums. That was only two things that I felt were distractive in your speech. Otherwise, I felt your speech was really, really good. To both these individuals, I thought they did an excellent job in their speeches. And those are the two that I chose to critique, and hopefully other people have the opportunity to critique them. As far as my own speech, I felt I had on my strengths, I felt I had a beginning, middle, and end, and that I tied all those together. I had a logical flow to the sequence of events, knowledge of the subject matter. I used appropriate hand gestures when I did, and that was to emphasize certain events in my speech that I felt were important, that I wanted people to take note of. I maintained eye contact throughout the speech. I chose to sit in my speech to portray to the audience a casualness to my speech, that I was talking to somebody in a one-on-one environment. My weaknesses, too many ums. I unfortunately have that curse too, I guess you want to call it that, was the ums, the hesitations. My background might have been too noisy, and I think it might have distracted from the viewers. Also, I had a polo shirt on, which might have been, which again to me portrayed a casual speech, but some individuals may have thought that was too casual. I'm not sure. Those are my critiques. I want to thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all next week.